YouTubers, Fortune Cookie 45 LLC coming to the hotlet zone, and tonight's topic is the advantages of the Lee Tumble Lube bullet designs. What you see here is my 44 Magnum rig, not the same rig as the other one you saw on the Chisholm Trail. This one is the Safariland holster and the Ross 44 Magnum belt. And the handgun, of course, is the Ruger Super Blackhawk 44 Magnum with the Hogue grips. For this topic, our example will be the excellent Lee 240 grain 44 caliber Tumble Lube semi-wad cutter bullet design. And this happens to be a load of 22 grains of 2400 powder in that 44 Magnum casing. These are full bore magnums in this belt. So for many years, I avoided the Lee Tumble Lube bullet designs because they're not traditional. So let's go over the advantages one at a time. And the first one is that these Tumble Lube bullets cast out of molds that drop bullets very close to the ideal diameters, requiring no sizing. Well, think of all the times I ran bullets through my sizer lubricator, how many hours of work that I put into sizing my bullets when these don't require any sizing. The second advantage is that these grooves can be tumble lubed, and that's a lot easier than having to use the messy grease filling grooves that we used to do with a sizer lubricator. Tumble lubing is so much faster, quicker, easier, and just as effective in preventing leading. And the current 45-45-10 lubing system makes it even easier, less messy, better, less stickiness and tackiness, and effectiveness with economy. Now the third advantage is that none of the Lee Tumble Lube designs require gas checks, and that's appropriate because for almost all of our pistol shooting, we don't need gas checks at the velocities we're going to be using. Now there are exceptions, of course, the 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum, the 460, these kind of things. But for all of our normal calibers, no gas checks are needed, and none of the Lee Tumble Lube designs have gas checks. And here's an advantage you won't hear at any other YouTube video, and that is the fourth advantage of the Lee Tumble Lube design is that every one of those grooves can be used as a crimping groove. Now you've heard of some bullets that have two crimping grooves. Well, the Lee Tumble Lube design has multiple crimping grooves, any one of them. So here you'll see a 44 Special case that has it crimped in the top Tumble Lube groove, and this one's crimped in the second Tumble Lube groove, and this one's crimped in the third Tumble Lube groove. Now this one, of course, is the 240 grain bullet with the 22 grains of 2400 powder in the 44 Magnum case. But by seating the bullet out farther in the 44 Special case, you can go ahead and load up to 22 grains and have a 44 Magnum loading in a 44 Special case because you have the ability to seat the bullet out farther. Or if you use a moderate burning powder, you can use a second groove and a more standard 44 Special load in the top crimping groove. So it gives you maximum flexibility. Now, of course, you don't want to touch off a Magnum or hot 44 Special in a pistol that is a 44 Special and cannot stand the extra pressure. So you've got to take safeguards to prevent that. But the advantage of the Tumble Lube design gives you the flexibility of being able to do that. So, YouTubers out there, if you haven't thought about trying the Lee Tumble Lube designs, by all means, feel free to give them a try because they're excellent designs, very accurate, and very efficient in preventing leading. Good designs by Lee. YouTubers out there, take care, good casting to you, and good shooting to you. Bye for now.